Kia ora koutou. Welcome to Marsden's Virtual Open Day. It's great to have you here with us this afternoon, and I really thank you for your time and for your interest. Of course, this is not initially how we planned to welcome you to the school today, but given the weather, it's probably not so bad. It's amazing, isn't it, how quickly we've adjusted to our current new normal. It actually feels okay to be reaching out to you this way today. A month ago, I would not have said that I would feel that way today. I can't promise that this will go without a hitch because we've never run an open day like this before. But as our world started changing around us a couple of months ago, we decided as a school to adopt a brave, not perfect mindset. So brave, not perfect, encouraging everyone in our community to be willing to give new things a go and not get too stressed if they don't work perfectly. So, we hope that you really enjoy this afternoon, and it does go relatively smoothly. One of the reasons that I always really like welcoming families to our campus when we have open days and tours is because it gives you the opportunity to experience what I call the Marsden feeling. You get that feeling by chatting to our staff and students, popping in and out of classrooms and seeing how staff and students interact with each other. You get it from seeing the happy faces and the relaxed but purposeful atmosphere. Some people think it's a bit fluffy to be talking about a feeling, but educators know that feeling happy and comfortable and having a sense of belonging are critical preconditions for learning for our girls and our young women. So what we're going to attempt to do today is to use images and video to try and capture and convey some of that Marsden feeling. We'll also send you a copy of our new prospectus, which is a bit more like a picture storybook than a traditional school prospectus. We created it specifically to try and convey that Marsden feeling to those who weren't able to be on campus with us. And at that stage, we had absolutely no idea that not being able to be on campus was going to become a reality. The first box of our prospectuses arrived the day we were going into lockdown, and the rest came this week when we came back out of lockdown. So when you receive it, I hope you enjoy the story, which is about how Marsden inspires our girls and in turn how they inspire us every single day. I know that your decision about school choice for your daughter is an emotional one. As the parent of a daughter, I really understand that. I also know from first-hand experience with that same daughter that a really great school can contribute so much to the formation of a young woman, and that is about something so much bigger than just academic outcomes. I know that some of you in the audience today are familiar with Marsden already, having had an older daughter attend, and for others this may be your first introduction to Marsden. We hope that you enjoy this overview as we try to cater for a mix of families interested in the primary school and in year 7 to 13 who've joined us at today's webinar. And of course, we're available during the week next week for one-on-one catch-ups as well, if we didn't cover something today that you're particularly interested in. As Inga mentioned earlier, we have our Academic Director, Margaret Dean, and Primary Director, Jennifer Iwanu, live with us today. And I'll also play some messages from Anne Field, who is our Director of Pastoral, and some of our students. You'll be hearing quite a bit about both our academic and co-curricular programs in the primary and in the middle and senior schools. We hope to have plenty of time for questions at the end, so you can see there the things that we're going to run through. So I'll just give you a little bit of overview at the beginning about our academic and co-curricular programs, and then we'll have some videos and I'll hand over to my colleagues. So on the academic side of things, our learning is engaging and enriching. We want our students to learn and to be interested in what they're doing and the world that they live in. We provide wonderful opportunities so that our girls learn to work together, to be creative, critical thinkers and problem solvers. And we've also made a particular effort to remove assessment for the sake of assessment from our programs so that the girls can really focus on deep learning. Of course, we also provide lots of cultural and sporting opportunities. Our co-curricular opportunities are designed around the fact that we want girls to be able to pursue their passions, whether those are sporting, cultural, or being part of a club. It might be performing or playing an instrument, debating, robotics, art, the sciences, maths, technology. They might be interested in joining an environmental club. Whatever your daughter's in, we've got her covered. Trying new things and making friends is always the key. We encourage our girls to have a broad range of learning experiences, but that doesn't come at the expense of downtime or a girl's well-being. We support our girls in finding a balanced life and in finding the space for resting and being with friends. I think it would be fair to say that we value academic growth and personal growth equally. Growth is a really important word for us. We support our students to make the most progress from their own starting point, wherever that is, and then we celebrate growth from that point. So being and doing your best is how we define excellence at Marsden. So excellence is one of our core values, but it's not about being the best, it's about doing your best. And that value of excellence sits along with resilience, creativity, and service. Marsden's been inspiring girls for over 140 years. I often say that no organisation lasts for more than 140 years unless it's really good at two things. The first one is staying true to its core values, and the second one is being really good at innovating. And I think the current circumstances demonstrate just how true that continues to be for Marsden. We've been able to really effectively pivot to remote learning because the things that underpin great learning in a remote learning environment are those same things that underpin great learning on the Marsden campus. And those things are really strong relationships between students and their teachers, and those teachers being highly skilled practitioners who are not afraid to innovate. Our community is a really kind and connected one, and we really appreciate the interest that's taken by our families at this time and their engagement in our unique remote learning program. You can check out some of the images and stories about our remote learning program on our website. What Marsden has always done has been to focus on preparing our students for their world, not our world, not the one we grew up in. And in that, an all-girls education is a really special thing. There are those who say that it doesn't reflect the real world to be educated in a single gender environment. But unfortunately, that real world is not yet equal, and girls often don't get equal opportunities in a co-educational environment. I believe that what a girls' school does is to create an environment where our students truly believe that they can do anything and everything. And they take this belief and confidence out into the world, which gives them the power to keep chipping away at that residual inequality that does still exist. I think this little video sums it up really nicely. I just want to finish off with a couple of words about sort of what our, I guess, key priorities at Marsden are at the moment. We went through an extensive strategic planning process just recently. You can find our full strategic plan on our website. But today I'd just like to touch on two of our strategic goals that are particularly important as far as our students are concerned. And those two are student wellbeing and future-focused learning. Our focus on student wellbeing is fundamental to who we are. Every girl is known and heard at Marsden. There's no risk of being lost in the crowd. We encourage our girls to be themselves and to speak for themselves, and where appropriate, to speak up for others as well. Wellbeing education is integrated proactively and intentionally across all year levels at Marsden. So that's from preschool all the way to year 13, because everyone's wellbeing matters to us. We want our girls to thrive, both at school and in their lives beyond school, and we want them to have the skills to do that. We also know that high levels of wellbeing enhance learning and academic outcomes. And Anne Field, our Director of Pastoral Care, will speak more about our visible wellbeing approach in a few minutes. Our other really important goal is around future-focused learning, and that is evident in our constantly evolving programs. There's a focus on entrepreneurship, project-based learning, and integrating creative uses of technology into how we demonstrate our learning. And that one is exploding at the moment in the current remote learning situation. It's amazing what students and staff have been able to do to just really enhance, I guess, the learning that they're doing and show us how that's happening. We have things like our innovation series, which encourages our girls to think creatively about their futures by bringing speakers into the school who are using their passions and skills in creative ways to benefit society. So I hope that that's given you a broad overview of the school and what matters to us.